Fuck that speed bump. Why do people do stuff they don't have to do? And it inconveniences them and makes their life a lot harder. Not that I'm about being inconvenienced. Oh, hey. There's a policeman over there. You see him? I probably shouldn't film him. He'll probably get self-conscious, but I'm gonna do it anyway. Look. See him? He's not even gonna notice that I'm not wearing my seatbelt. But Thelonious is fixing to tell me that he notices. He's gonna notice this shit for 1 minute and 30 seconds. That's the best thing ever. When a song ends like that, it's like a musical. This whole CD, the album Miles Ahead by Miles Davis, is one of his best. Turn signal, bitch. I know you're old, but shit. Ugh. See, I'm putting my turn signal on. See this? See this? You hear it. You hear it, right? You hear it? Another slow ass motherfucker right there. Yeah, they're not all mindful of your existence. How dare they not be mindful of you? Dude, I'm being a cunt right now. Can you tell? See, we were inconvenienced for 90 seconds. We had to hear that little ding. But after those 90 seconds, we don't have to hear it anymore, you know? That's life, baby, that's life. Sometimes you're gonna be inconvenienced. I would rather be inconvenienced in the short term than inconvenienced long term, you know? That's why I don't believe in medication. Cannot stress it enough. Maybe I should talk about that in every single video. Maybe I should have a whiteboard behind me that expresses my viewpoints at all times. Well, because I think that you could probably tell that I'm a very opinionated person. If you don't already know that, you'll be gone pretty soon. Because I don't mind that other people don't agree with me. That's fine. I really don't care. What's really cool is when you've done research on things and not just like empirical, or is that the right word, empirical research? Where you read articles and things like that. Well, that's good. Aside from the fact that the media is controlled by you-know-who. Those people. Not the Mason. I mean, the Masons do control it, but anyway. I'm definitely not a Mason, honey. I'm not social enough to be a Mason. Like, in order to do that, you have to, like, show up to their little lodge and hang out with people in a group. I can't even do that in regards to, like, recovery. So, probably not going to do that in regards to some secret society that's not much of a secret. But anyway, I was going to say something important, but I guess I lost it. Oh, I was talking about how it's fine that other people don't agree with me because I know I'm right. Well, the reason I know I'm right is because I've done research. But I'm also open to the idea that I'm wrong. I'm open to new information. I'm open to people telling me off and yelling at me because they think I don't know what I'm talking about. Even though, like, I can say without a shadow of doubt that I probably care more about my mental health than most people in this country. Mainly because I've always been a crazy person. So I always knew that there weren't a lot of options for me in regards to, like, conventional stuff. I have to be mindful of everybody around me, by the way. It seems like I have PTSD. I mean, I used to, a little bit, but I worked on it. But I act like I have that because I'm always, like, looking around me. But, yeah. Damn, this chiropractor's busting today. There's so many people. I really don't want to go inside. I'd rather just sit out here. My appointment's in about 5 minutes, but they usually run late, so. It feels really good outside because it rained last night. But yeah, I've always had to, like, be on my P's and Q's about, my emotional nature and everything. And so, if I seem like I'm, like, really insensitive towards people, it's because they don't do that work. They want to complain about the way that the world is and shit, but it's like, yeah, they're going to do that. They're going to hate you because you are human, and this is a very anti-human society. Okay, that's why people love the television. That's why they love being distracted all the time so they don't have to face the fact that they're not very happy. And maybe they just don't have the strength. They don't have the faith in themselves to do that. I mean, if you trust head doctors, you clearly don't have any faith in your experience. You don't have faith that it'll get better. You don't have faith that, like, you can power through that shit, And I really just pity people like that. If they didn't help really bad people by their ignorance and incompetence, then, I don't think I'd be angry about it. But that's exactly what they're doing. So, I remember one of the last conversations I had with this chick that I used to be really good friends with back in the day. And she doesn't speak to me anymore because of political shit, but I think it's really just because our mindset is too different. It really doesn't have as much to do with politics as it does the victim mentality. The last time that I hung out with her, she was trying to tell me to, like, get on medication because I couldn't stop crying. And she was like, you can't possibly be happy this way. And I got really mad. Because, fuck you, Why do people think that we don't deserve to feel, like, the full spectrum of emotions? Like, if we're really sad, that's a problem, I mean, obviously it was a problem. I shouldn't have behaved that way. I should have just been a robot zombie like her. But I know that she was just saying, like, well, it would be easier for you if you were a zombie. But, I mean, is it easier for them, though? Because whenever they try to not be a zombie anymore, their brain is like punishing them because that shit's neurotoxic. I mean, it talks about that shit in the Bible that like, yeah, if you trust things like that, like you're going to be punished. And I don't really think it's God going ha ha ha. Now you're not going to be able to sleep. Now you're not going to be able to stop moving. Now you're going to be even more suicidal than you thought you were when you stepped into that psychiatrist's office. Ha ha ha, bitch, you know? I don't think that God's like that. He doesn't have to be. When you work for the devil, when you do what the devil asks you to do, it doesn't work out. You know? It might seem like it's working out short term, but long term, it fucks you up. I mean, it's the same thing when I got addicted to booze. You know, I had alcohol withdrawals. So, you know, I did myself in too. I just didn't do myself in the way that I was told to do myself in. I did that shit myself, you know? Because if I'm going to get addicted to something, I better be having a good time, motherfucker.